And if one day you don't feel like creating, don't. It's not that serious. Hello everyone. Today we are going to be talking about how to stay creative as an artist. This is coming from someone who struggles with chronic fatigue and stuff like that, so it can be a little extra difficult for me. So these tips can be for anyone who has a chronic illness, disability, or just anyone struggling with motivation in general. These do not have to be art tips. If you're not an artist, take them as you will. What? Say hi to Baidu. I'm going to be working on plushies. cyberclimco.com if you want one. I know this is called tips for staying creative, but if you're struggling with any kind of motivation, some of these tips might still be helpful. You might just have to think about them kind of a different way. Tip number 1, this is something I struggle with. Manage your expectations. Not everything has to be perfect. You don't have to create art every single hour of the day to be considered an artist. You can pick up a pen once a month. You're an artist. There you go. If you want to call yourself an artist and you do a paint by numbers once a year, you're an artist. That title doesn't hold much weight. I know imposter syndrome, it can stifle creativity sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta push through, manage those expectations. For me, managing my expectations would look like tackling my giant to-do list realistically. Write everything out that you want to do in a day, then go back. I like to kind of star the things that I think I can actually get done. Once those things are done, and if I still have energy and time, I can go back and do a few more things. But I know if I don't get everything done, that's okay. Not everything can be a priority all the time. I'm learning that. I'm learning that currently. So take that into account and manage those expectations and you'll be happier. Because, say it with me, productivity does not equal worth. Wow. That is mind-boggling. Okay, tip number 2 for staying creative as an artist. You gotta stay inspired. I feel like that is a very obvious one. Even if you're not feeling motivated right now or you're not feeling inspired right now, I want you to just think about some things that have inspired you in the past. This could be cartoons, music, Pinterest boards, I don't know. Think about those things. If those things aren't hitting it for you, if those things are not inspiring you to create, I would recommend going out of your way to discover some new things that could inspire you. The internet is a wonderful resource. Use it. Take advantage. Take advantage of it. I dare you. But take advantage of what is around you. Go on a walk. That could be fun. Step out of your comfort zone a bit and you will be surprised, you will be shocked at how inspired you can be. Just by stepping out of your comfort zone just a little, every now and then, when you're not feeling inspired. It might work. And if it doesn't, hey, it didn't come from me. And also, if there's something that you are very focused on right now that you think is silly, like, I don't know, maybe you have been painting fish a lot, don't be embarrassed by that. Keep doing it until you're bored of it. Who cares? That kind of leads me into tip number 3, which is be kind to yourself. I guarantee most of us are not creatively where we would want to be. Like, yeah, I make cute plushies, but I still want to grow. I'm not exactly where I want to be yet. I don't think anyone will ever be. That's kind of the beauty of life. So be kind to yourself. We're all learning and growing. Most of us are doing the best we can with what we have. Don't compare yourself. Stop comparing yourself to other people. It's very easy to do. I get it, but stop. When you start comparing yourself to other people, just remind yourself that we are all different. Even if we look the same, even if we have similar styles, similar interests, we are all different. We all have different lives. Every single person. We all have different perspectives and opinions and experiences. So if you feel like your art is worse than someone's or too similar to someone's. Just remind yourself of that. We are all different. And hell, that person that you're comparing yourself to, thinking your work is inferior to theirs or whatever it is, they might think the same thing about you. Not that your work is inferior to theirs, but vice versa, that your work is better than theirs. Because you never know. So just do yourself a favor. When you stop comparing yourself to people, you'll feel a lot better. Also, if you need to unfollow people on social media, do that. If you're comparing yourself to people too much, or they make you feel poopy, make you feel a little shitty, whatever it is, if every time you see them on your timeline and you get a little upset, yeah, just unfollow them. Who cares? Life's short. You'll feel better. You will. Tip number 4, I don't care who you are. We all need breaks. Some of us need breaks more than others, more often than others. But just take a break. Just rest. Schedule time in your day for resting, for relaxing. Maybe it's once a day. Maybe it's multiple times. I have to take breaks quite often. What I like to do, I call them work sprints. They help me. I get very bored very easily. I discovered that term through the writing community. You set a timer. It can be an hour, it can be 30 minutes. Try to stay focused that whole time. Once that timer's over, you can take a break for like 10-15 minutes, and then you rinse and repeat and do that, however many times you want. That's a great system. For me, just chill. Just chill for a bit every day. You do not have to draw every day. You don't have to do these things every day. As long as you do them regularly enough that it feels okay to you, that's all that matters. I mean, I know for me, when it comes to music specifically, if I don't engage with music, if I don't practice guitar or sing or something for even just a few days, I start to actually get physical symptoms of illness. That sounds so dramatic, and it is. It's very dramatic, but it's true. It's like my body needs to create. So, learn your body's cues, and if you feel you genuinely just need a break, take one. You do not have to force yourself to create. Who are you doing that for, Okay, ignore that this is a different day. I need to film this last one. The 5th and final tip to stay creative as an artist is a hack that is good to just stay motivated in general. You do not have to be an artist. It's something that I do even with chores. If I need to clean the kitchen or something and I really don't want to, but it really needs done, and I know I'll feel better when it's done, this is what I do. Set a 10-minute timer. That is it. Just set a 10-minute timer. If you want to sketch for 10 minutes. It'll seem a lot less scary, So instead of continuing to scroll on your phone for 10 minutes, you'll be dedicating a little bit of time to do something that you actually really want to do. And you'll realize that 10 minutes really isn't a lot. And then when the timer goes off, you might want to continue doing more. And when the timer goes off, you might not. But even if you don't continue doing more after the timer goes off, you still did a little bit. So that's about it for today's video. I hope at least one of these tips kind of helped, and if not, maybe you're already an expert at staying motivated for art. I don't know. If you have any more tips, leave them down below. I know that I will probably benefit from them, and you guys will as well, I'm sure. So share tips down below, share your stories down below. If you like what you saw in this video, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And if you like anything in this video, it is all available on cyberclownco.com. I am working on a really big video on everything you need to know to make your first stuffed animal or plushie. So if you have any questions about plushie making, leave them down below. They can be about sewing too. I'll be touching on the basics of sewing as well. Yeah, I think that's it. So see you guys later. Bye.